Good afternoon. We're here on day 3 of the DF65 Australian National Titles
25
in Western Australia. Going in for a start.
20
The breeze
seconds.
has shifted, so it favours the far end of the mark. So
15
you've noticed
seconds.
all the boats are sailing up towards that end. A lot of cramming
10,
and
9,
positioning
8, 7, 6,
makes for
5,
difficult sailing
4,
in these
I remember this one. I
conditions.
missed the mark on the far side, jibe around and come back on port.
05 over.
Close my eyes and hope
over.
that the fleets all decided to tag. So it was a
clear.
port start.
All clear.
750s over there on port. 329 got a really good start. And who's inside? Is that John Wyatt again?
Yeah,
He's been up there, hasn't he? He's been up there
36.
a
He's
lot.
consistently has good starts.
And 52 is just trying to stay above 16.
That's right.
And
That's Peter
yep,
from WA.
yep.
We've got a bit of a freshening of the breeze, which is nice because we've actually had some real dead patches during the day. We actually thought we were going to get stronger breezes, but unfortunately the breeze is dying out this afternoon. This is an important day because the top 5 boats are all within points, and depending on your performance today, we'll finalise the results for the series. We have, at the moment, Mike Jeffries in 52, who is leading the series. However, Nick Jerwood is coming back very strongly with some good performances this morning. And Andrew, Daniel Bergen in 329. is
You're up
also
there.
sailing
Look at 82
extremely
and 52 and
Yeah.
neck and neck in this race.
Yeah, there's a lot of covering going on here at the moment.
There's 3 boats in front of you, so it's 4th and 5th. And here comes, they're really struggling to round that blue mark. We had a course change, it's green and blue at the top end, and now coming downwind. Going back up to the lead boats, we have 52, we have 82, and moving further up the course, 329, 514. 514 must have given up ground in this one. And we have John Wyatt 36 and 750 Stephen Finlay. Stephen had a pretty good afternoon. He's sailing well, but the wind's dropped out. You can see the sails are just flapping around. There's nothing.
One of the important things on when you've got choppy conditions, what have you found is the best position to put your battery? Where?
Towards the back, definitely move it back. It stops the hobby horsing.
That's correct. Yeah, well, I try and generally have it in line with the fin, so you've got the weight centred, so it doesn't sit on either end of the keel. In the heavier breezes, I try and move it aft to try and keep the nose out of the water. In the lighter breezes, where it's flatter, I'll move it forward just to keep the stern of the boat out of the water, stop that drag happening.
Yeah. See, look at this. We've got 514 going to the favoured side, which is the green mark. 750 coming out here, but 514 gets hammered later in this race, and that's because the green mark's further away. You'll see in the light. There's more wind on this side. 514's had to go a long way past the mark in order to lay it.
Yep.
And then it's more or less a reach back to the top mark. But that's cost 514, so choosing the marks, the bottom marks, is extremely
Absolutely
important.
critical. You can see
And
514 is just fallen
lost.
into a hole.
Yeah.
There's a channel, a wind channel, which is on the green, well, on the closest mark. It's important in these sort of conditions to keep your boat free and moving, and 750 is doing a particularly good job.
750 is well in front at the moment, followed by 82, 329. Looks like 329's got a bit of speed there, but 82 also has picked it up, and
It's
so
interesting
has
that
36.
these couple of boats here,
all went to the bottom mark, all
Yeah.
went to the lower.
They're on the closer side.
Here's
5-2 is further out a little bit and getting more of a breeze.
Here's 514.
514's come back into the picture.
514 is the windward boat,
Probably
but
the sails are on a little tight for 514 at the moment. You can see 52's sailing fairly free with her mainsail and jib. 329 strategically takes a move back across to pick up a breeze on the left-hand side of the course.
and we're going up to the green mark. You can see that coming into view now. Now 514 had the upper side, but it's had to give up a lot of ground, not even in the picture. Yeah,
329's
here's
taken
514.
back.
Yeah, just sailed into nothing. Now here's 52 in the top left-hand side. You'll see, even though tacked around the bottom mark, has managed to get well above 514 in this one.
Working up to the breeze so that if there is pressure coming through, benefits from it getting to him first. See, 52 is moving in pretty quickly with that breeze line.
Yeah, 750 still in front, but certainly has given up quite a bit of lead. 329 is slowly closing the gap. 52 has picked up that breeze first and has managed to get to the top mark pretty well. There's 82 coming into view now. 36, John Wyatt. And going down to the mark, you'll see it couldn't be laid very easily. 82's had to take back in order to get there. So at the moment 329 is in second place. 750 out of screen at the moment, still leading the pack.
What's interesting down here, Andrew, is 750 has to make a decision on which buoy to go to, and decides to stick to the weather buoy.
This is important because you've got the finish line here just in view.
But if you
At the
look
moment,
through, you'll see that the closest buoy,
it's favoured on the green. It's interesting. It's favoured on the green, but the blue is closer. And you can lay the mark from blue, which you had to think about that. So 750 lost a lot of ground.
particularly
in this,
because she had to tack around. She had to tack around the mark rather than jibe, and it's much easier and quicker. You lose a boat length by tacking, whereas jibing you don't lose that
52.
distance.
Where did 52 come from? Did we miss some?
52 came from
52's finished second. So 329, 52, 750, and that was all from choosing the correct mark.
That's
You'll see 82 has chosen the lower mark.
Yep.
36 chose the lower mark, and 514 was ahead of 36. Look at the distance. There, here comes 514 now, chose the wrong mark, and 514 was ahead of 36 at that bottom mark. So choosing that lower mark, if you can lay the mark from the closer one, that is the favoured side, even if your sails aren't on it correct.
But one thing I always do is I walk down to the marks, both windward and leeward marks, to assess which mark is the preferred mark to go around, particularly the gate. You know, if you might have a gate and the windward mark or the leeward mark, but the gate marks, you need to know which mark is the closest mark to the next mark that you're travelling to. Very important to work it out, and you can only do that by basically working out the angles by walking directly parallel to it, to the line of travel, and assessing which mark is the closest.
Right,
Also taking into account where the breeze is coming from, where the majority of the breeze is coming from, and the shifts and the lifts coming, which you want to work towards. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That's it for now. See you on the water. Bye.